Naruto and Sasuke vs Momoshiki is one of the greatest, if not the greatest display of jutsu mastery and fighting experience in the series. It has hands, it has jutsu, but more importantly it's Sasuke spamming the switch places jutsu like there's no tomorrow. Hey everybody, Saikage here, and upon my 49th rewatch of this fight, I thought to myself, would it not be cool if someone watched the whole fight from beginning to end and analyzed and counted every single jutsu that was used in the fight? That person must really hate himself. Momoshiki shows his taijutsu prowess by humiliating Naruto while utilizing the gentle fist technique, plus a 1-inch punch, which I thought was a really cool addition. After slamming Naruto and Sasuke to the ground and showing them what they're up against, Naruto proceeds to use what the Naruto games called the Kurama arm attack. Basically, he just enhances his punching power by concentrating Kurama's chakra into his fist. Sasuke does the same thing by using chakra flow with lightning release. This is where Naruto says the magic words. Here's where Naruto activates his 6-batch Sage mode and Sasuke his Mangekyo. After that moment, Momoshiki seems to still overpower Naruto and Sasuke combined. Because you know, Momoshiki is still a boss level in phase 2 at this point. Then Momoshiki gets Naruto alone for a moment and Naruto with his power up gets a few licks in, right before Sasuke kicks him away. With Momoshiki now irritated, he utilizes Kinshiki's tool creation technique and creates a bone staff, which helps him for a solid second because he should have known something was off once the OG music started playing. Sasuke uses lightning style to increase his speed. I assume it's just like the Raikage using his lightning style to increase his speed. Sasuke is not listed as a user of this jutsu, but what else could it be? Sasuke also activates one arm of the Susanoo and sends Momoshiki flying.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air. How could his hands do this? Oh, someone get him out the air.
Then one of the most complex Harvard Ninja graduate worthy sequences of jutsu happens right before our eyes. Sasuke uses a C-rank tool summoning jutsu and summons the Demon Wind Shuriken and uses Lightning Flash. That jutsu infuses the Demon Wind Shuriken with Lightning Style. Then Naruto uses the Shuriken Shadow Clone Jutsu. Or he just applies the classic Shadow Clone Jutsu because he does not use all the hand seals for the Shuriken Shadow Clone Jutsu. But he is listed as a caster. Very unclear. Sasuke then pulls the wire strings he had attached to the Shuriken and barrages Momoshiki with a multitude of lightning-infused Demon Wind Shuriken. Momoshiki uses a Shinra Tensei to propel all the Shuriken. Then a Shuriken bursts out of the ground. Is that actually a jutsu? Let me check. There's no way. Hiding like a mole jutsu? Okay. So then we have the C-rank hiding like a mole jutsu, I guess. Naruto undoes a transformation jutsu and reveals a Rasen Shuriken, which is cool enough, but get this, there's a transformation jutsu in a transformation jutsu. Momoshiki was not impressed however and uses his tool creation technique to chain up Sasuke. Sasuke says psych and uses his Uno reverse space-time jutsu and Naruto punches Momoshiki to the ground for Sasuke to use Chubaku Tensei to finish round 1. Naruto and Sasuke had to have practiced this because there's no way they just started freestyling these combos. By the way, I recommend you guess how many jutsus were used in the comments. If you get it wrong, you gotta subscribe. Momoshiki starts off the second half of this fight with the Jutsu Inukai. Inukai Takeru no Mikoto! Naruto and Sasuke send a combined attack to block all the dogs' heads. Yes, these are dogs. Sasuke blocks with his Chidori Katana and Naruto uses one of his tailed beast chakra arms to punch. An angry Momoshiki creates a few more of these dogs, I'm not saying that name again, while Sasuke uses his Chidori Katana to cut through them. Momoshiki does catch him slipping though and sends lava chakra to burn Sasuke, but Naruto protects him using his tailed beast mode. Momoshiki then responds with the monkey rock. Naruto and Sasuke kind of get ragdolled for the most part until the boys turn the tides again by Sasuke giving the tailed beast mode the Susanoo armor and giving Momo a good slice, ending the second part of this fight. And they stuck the landing? After Momoshiki uses absorption and gets charged up by the ninja tools from the Konoha science team, he does random bullshit go, aka, not again. Is this seriously one word? It basically vomits out all the absorbed jutsu but stronger. And we see Gaara protect them with the sand mama jutsu, but we don't care about that. Momoshiki then uses the Shadow Possession Jutsu to catch the 5 Kage and Sasuke, but to be honest, it looks more like the Shadow Possession Field Jutsu, but Momoshiki is not credited as a user, and that could be because he can cast the jutsu without getting paralyzed himself. Then he proceeds to launch the big black chakra receivers and penetrates Naruto.
Hey yo, pause!
As Momoshiki is charging up for a blast, Boruto creates and throws a vanishing Rasengan. After Momoshiki gets sniped by Boruto, he takes some of his chakra edible creations to buff up for the final stage of the fight. Then Boruto and Naruto create the big Rasengan together called the Oyako Rasengan or Parent and Child Rasengan. Boruto does add lightning style to the Rasengan to make it invisible, so technically it would be the Parent-Child Vanishing Rasengan. Then Momoshiki launches more big black chakra rods at Sasuke, but Sasuke dodges and deflects them all and uses his space-time jutsu Ami no Tachikara to switch places and simultaneously creates a Chidori. Then Boruto, who had transformed into Sasuke's sword, throws a kunai. Momoshiki gets ready to absorb the Chidori, but Sasuke uses again his Ami no Tachikara to make the Chidori and kunai switch places. Momoshiki then throws more chakra rods at Sasuke and kicks him away. Boruto then uses his shadow clone jutsu to make a Boruto stream to propel him forward and punch Momoshiki. Momoshiki then uses his chakra rods to dispose of the remaining shadow clones and gets hit by a vanishing Rasengan in the process. So get this right, Boruto activated the child parent Rasengan, then made it invisible, and since he can't make more than 4 clones at this point in the story, he has to be one of these guys. Which means he was just chilling there with a giant Rasengan behind his back. And I think going so far to defeat an enemy is kind of funny. His friends probably thought he was exaggerating in the retelling of this story. Boruto then uses his Oyako Rasengan he made with Naruto, and then clashes with Momoshiku's Haikyuu Rasengan, or Deep Crimson Spiral, and winning the clash. And these were all the jutsu used. But Saikage, what is that in total? That's a complicated question, my foolish child. I have multiple answers. For example, do you consider every single chakra receiver that Momoshiki shoots a new jutsu he casts? Like here, he did not shoot these at the same time. He shot a few here and a few there. And these explosions, which I assume are because of the chakra rods, but we don't get to see them. Or for the perceptive ones of you, you must have realized, wait a minute, this motherfucker is flying. Is he using the same jutsu like Onoki is using to fly? Or simple stuff like, do you even consider chakra flow a jutsu? Or like, do you consider this stuff like raw chakra control? To that I say, flight is a natural ability of the Osatsuki, so I won't count it as a jutsu. And yes, I do consider chakra flow a jutsu, but these are the amounts of times that Sasuke uses it, so feel free to subtract that from the total number. And now let's count the chakra rods. Momoshiki sometimes needs one cast to shoot multiple rods, so bear with me here, okay? So see here, one cast. Probably shot these in one cast too, so 2. Yo, Momoshiki backshots?
I just love my dog. Yeah. Nigga, my brother told me how to taste the bag. Get right in the field.
When you freeze frame here, I feel like such a power scaler. But when you freeze frame here, you see 6 rods that he used to cast with both hands. So I'll count that as 2 casts, 1 for each hand. And we see a little over 6 rods, so I assume he casted at least 2 more, resulting into the explosion. And I'll count 4 more for these 2 explosions. And then these 2 he fired. I'm gonna assume that is 1 cast. And 2 at the end with 2 casts. Which gives us a total of 12 casts. Minus the 4 we already counted, this is 8 casts in total, bringing the least generous amounts of jutsu to 40 in total and the most generous amount to 53. Did you guess it right? If you didn't, you gotta subscribe. That's the deal. That's the deal we had. Of all those jutsu, Naruto casted 9 jutsu, Boruto casted 7, Sasuke casted 13, and of all those jutsu, 2 were co-op jutsu. And Momoshiki casted a whopping 24 jutsu. This fight really showcased how far Naruto and Sasuke have come in showcasing the sheer skill these two ninjas possess. And I don't think I've seen any other duo in anime have this much synergy in a 2-on-1 fight. And I think a lot of people agree because to this day, it's the most viewed video. Not just fight scene, video on the Crunchyroll YouTube channel. All that and Naruto only used 1 Rasengan. Ain't that crazy? Plus, I think it's funny how the 5 Kage got completely benched after the embarrassing first half of the fight. Like, I was skipping through the beginning of the fight to see if I missed anything. And when I did, I was like, when did Momoshiki beat Darui? It happened so quick, I skipped over it. Like 10 seconds skip, I skipped over that whole... He got 1 shot. Plus, I loved how Boruto just swooped in and the 5 Kage just sat there and did nothing. Like, you let a 12-year-old do your job. Yeah, but that's it for this video. Best 2-on-1 fights in anime coming soon. Sai out. Okay, now for some unscripted Cybot lore. The other day I went to like the dentist, and she was looking at my teeth. I haven't been in a while, and she was looking at my teeth, and and then she was like quiet for a second. She went to check like her thing, and then she came back, and she was like, "Do you have good insurance?" And I was like, "What? What does she mean by what's wrong?" It turns out it's not that big of a deal, but like that did scare me a little.